Welcome to St. Luke United Methodist Church and our midweek update. My name is Pastor Kurt McGelke, and I'm so glad that you could join us today for some announcements and a preview of this weekend's worship. This week's COVID update from the health department was the same as the previous week. We are still in the low yellow, which means masks are still optional. I would invite you to join me for the pastor study on Thursdays at either 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. online or in person. The Zoom information is on our adult education page on the website. There's also a link in the description below. If you missed the announcement in worship on Sunday, we have moved the monthly day of service from this weekend, March 20th, to the next weekend, March 27th at 2 p.m. We will be working in the community garden, and there'll be stuff for all skill levels and abilities, so I just invite you all to join us for that. It's a time to start getting those beds ready and even planning and planting a few spring crops. And so we're really excited about that. We're continuing our Wednesday night live supper and Vesper service this week. This will go on through April 6th, and the potluck supper is at 6 p.m. and the Vesper service begins at 6:45 p.m. sharp. If you want to bring something, great, but if you don't want to bring something for the potluck, that's perfectly okay too. There's way more food than we can ever eat usually, and so I invite you to join us for that. It's a lot of fun. As you already know, beginning July 1st, there will be a transition in pastoral leadership here at St. Luke. We have put together a transition team to help guide the congregation through this time of change. And we're going to be starting this process by doing a series of listening sessions to help us process this change. Now, the first round of listening sessions is going to be this weekend, and the transition team and I are going to be talking about the appointive process. We're also going to be giving you the opportunity to share any concerns or questions that you may have about the move. The first set of listening sessions, again, like I said, are this weekend, and they're going to be held after each worship service, March 19th and 20th. And so right after the worship service on Saturday night, you can just stay in the sanctuary and we'll just have a conversation there. After the 8:30 service, we'll probably head down to the fellowship hall and have a conversation in the fellowship hall. And then after the 10:30 service, we'll just stick around in the sanctuary and have a conversation there. We will also be having an online-only listening session on Monday the 21st at 7:30 p.m. And the Zoom link for that listening session will be posted on our social media page, the church calendar, and on the website. So I hope you can join us for one of those. It's going to be a really great opportunity to discuss and hash out some stuff about this transition. And then finally, I want to point you to a couple of our upcoming outreach opportunities. The outreach team met this week, and we've got some things in the mix. The first thing is the Belmont Community Center is going to be doing a book drive in April and is looking for donations of new or gently used books for ages 0 to 18. If you have any to donate, we will be collecting those from now until April 4th. You can place the books in the BCC baskets in the narthex and in the fellowship hall. The next outreach opportunity will be beginning April 1st. We are going to be participating again, like we always do every year, in the One Day Without Shoes collection. And so I invite you to please begin saving your shoes that you would like to get rid of. There will be more information to follow as we get closer to April. All right, so this weekend in worship, we continue our Words of Life series by looking at the 8th commandment, do not steal. And as with all of the commandments, there is much more here than meets the eye. Now, when we think of stealing, we typically think of stealing physical objects, but it also has to do with the theft of intangible things as well. We also see included in this commandment a positive command to be generous. So I hope you can join us for worship this weekend. Our service times again are Saturday at 5:30 p.m. or on Sunday at either 8:30 or 10:30 a.m. And the 10:30 service is also live streamed as well as in person. And so I hope you all have a blessed week. Bye.